This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about high temperatures out there today, upper 60s to low 70s, a little bit cooler in comparison to the last several days, and this is a little bit below normal as well. I'll certainly have more details looking towards the rest of that 8-day forecast coming up.
And police continue to investigate after a woman is robbed and assaulted on a park trail in Montgomery County. What police are saying about the suspect.
Plus, finding a place to go as more and more migrants make their way to the DMV, where officials are hoping to house them.
And later, another chance to go pro. Yes, the newest soccer league making its way to the district and when players can hit the field.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey there, happy Wednesday to you. Thanks so much for joining us on this sunny hump day, or at least the sun is trying to peek through the clouds. I am Joseph Olmo, filling in for Corey James.
Good morning, I'm Tosin Fakile. Corey and I have the day off, hence why we are here. And we're starting you off, as usual, with a live look outside. This is the National Cathedral. It is a bit cooler out the door than yesterday, and Jackie says there's like fog smoke in the air or something, but it's going to be a gorgeous day. Is that right?
Yeah. I love that question. The way you set that up for me there. Yes, we do have a little bit of smoke in the upper atmosphere associated with the Canadian wildfires that has drifted over our area, which is why we see a little bit more of that filtered sunshine look to the sky out there right now. Now, as that does push out, we should be seeing a little bit more of that sunshine peering through as we get towards later on today. Temperatures out there right now, we are upper 50s to low 60s for much of the region, which is a relatively mild start to the day. But as we get towards later on this afternoon, with that cold front continuing to move its way south and the cooler air continuing to filter its way in, we'll see those high temperatures really only warming up to right about 70 degrees later on today. So that's a little bit cooler than we saw yesterday. We're also seeing that breeze picking up 5 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds right now. A few gusts in excess of 20 miles per hour, making it feel a little bit cooler as well. Let's talk about those highs today. Upper 60s to low 70s, and tomorrow very similar to those high temperatures today, just slightly warmer as we get towards the end of the week, but dry through Friday. More details coming up, but Shanika's here with the all-important look at the roadways. How's traffic right now?
All right, so we have a couple problems out there to start your morning commute. We're looking at the outer loop stretch, and it is slow. As usual, you're in the 8 o'clock hour now off of the Beltway, right at Georgia Avenue. Watch for a 3-vehicle crash. It's slowing things down for commuters getting onto the Beltway. Now looking at Connecticut Avenue, right near Veers Mill Road. Watch for a crash as well. They did shut down some lanes, so it's going to get tricky for your early morning commute.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Your time right now on this Wednesday morning, 8:01.
Yeah, a quick look now at your Know and Go headlines this morning, and we're going to begin in Montgomery County, where police are telling DC News Now this morning they've arrested a man who used a machete to rob 2 women on a Silver Spring trail in Silver Spring yesterday afternoon. Investigators also say the man sexually assaulted one of the women. Park police this morning saying this was an isolated incident and their parks are indeed safe. Our Lex Juarez is out there live in the next couple minutes. Stay tuned.
And restoring the emergency rental assistance program in the district. That was one of the DC Council's votes made to the proposed 2024 budget. They also voted to keep SROs in schools. Council voted to delay the K Street Transitway project to fund overnight Metro bus service and 3 new circulator bus routes. This was DC Council's first vote on the budget. The second is expected on May 30th.
And the U.S. Senate has voted to block a local D.C. policing law that's aimed at improving police accountability here in the district. We are told President Biden will veto this vote, so it really doesn't appear that the law is in jeopardy. The White House says Congress should respect D.C.'s decisions to combat crime.
All right, your time right now, 8:03, still in the district. D.C. police need your help finding the person they say shot and killed a 19-year-old in Southeast. It happened late Monday night on the 2200 block of Savannah Terrace. Investigators say that's where they found Marquis Johnson with a gunshot wound. Johnson died at the scene. There's a reward of up to $25,000 for information that leads not only to an arrest, but also a conviction. And meantime, D.C. police have made an arrest in another deadly shooting. Police say 35-year-old Tierra Corbett was shot and killed early yesterday morning. Happened in the 1400 block of Fairmont Street in Northwest. 31-year-old LaRonda Stewart is charged with second-degree murder. Investigators say both men knew each other. No word on a motive.
All right, back now to one of the stories that we mentioned at the top of the newscast. Developing this morning, a suspect is currently behind bars in Montgomery County after going on excuse me, Montgomery County after going on a crime spree, allegedly threatening people with a machete. He is also accused of sexually assaulting a woman in a Maryland state park. That is where we find our Lex Juarez at Burnt Mills East Special Park. This is off of Columbia Road in White Oak. Lex, it's 8:04 now. The park's been open roughly 2 hours. Have you been seeing people out there? I mean, I know it must be frightening for people who do want to walk around knowing that just yesterday afternoon, less than 24 hours ago, something major happened there, something very violent.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually only one more car I've seen pull into the parking lot here since the park opened around 6 o'clock this morning. Now we do know that, it is a middle of the week work day, so not sure exactly how many people typically are here at this time, but we do know that we haven't seen anybody coming through to come and enjoy the park yet this morning. Now the women who were here yesterday, they told park police they were having lunch at the park when a man robbed and sexually assaulted one of them. Afterwards, police say that he ran to a nearby neighborhood, and that's where he was taken into custody. When police arrested the man, he did have a machete on him, and he was also shirtless. Maryland National Capital Police say that it all was happening in the park just before 3 in the afternoon. Those two women saying the man walked up to them threatening them with that machete. They say that he took their personal items and then sexually assaulted one of them before running away. Now, when he did run into that nearby neighborhood, he allegedly tried to get a neighbor to give him a ride to Langley Park, and when that man said no, he pulled the machete back out and threatened that man before running away again. Now, police found and arrested him in the neighborhood shortly after that. Park police, they want people to feel secure in the parks despite all of this disturbing things happening over here.
But these parks are safe, and we recommend people come out and enjoy them, because this is certainly an isolated incident. This is not something we deal with on a regular basis.
Well, the park doesn't close until about 9 o'clock tonight, so it will be open all day today and the rest of this week for its normal hours. As far as that man goes, he is currently in police custody with Montgomery County Police, and he's currently only charged with assault for assaulting that man with the machete in the neighborhood. Police tell us that they are working to connect and charge him with what happened here at the park. Live in Silver Spring, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thanks so much for that update. You're talking about 8:06. We're going to head back to the district now this morning, where the D.C. Council has just made its very first vote on the city's very extensive budget. And one of the things that council members put their support behind was the Emergency Rental Assistance Program.
That's right. The move by the council is undoing cuts to the program made by Mayor Bowser in her 2024 budget. Bowser cut the program by about 80%. Now, increasing rent prices in D.C. have made it difficult for many. ERAP, or also known as the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, helps people in housing emergencies with rent. D.C. Council voted to put back the funds. It's expected to total about $43 million for the program in 2024.
We are in the midst of a housing crisis. The cost of housing is so high. So without these safety nets, it is not a far cry to say that we would have been paying for some of these mistakes for years to come.
The budget also funds 250 additional housing vouchers and helps people who are being evicted in court. D.C. Council's second vote on the budget scheduled for May 30th.
Well, speaking of the D.C. budget, the council members there also decided yesterday that police officers will stay in schools across the district. You might remember a plan was put into place 2 years ago that would have phased out school resource officers by 2025. However, a new effort led by D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser will keep armed officers in school buildings for now. Council members who aren't on board with this plan, right, to have officers in school buildings, they say they're going to continue to explore different options. But for now, SROs will stay. The council also decided to delay a planned project that would have redeveloped the busy K Street corridor, which runs straight through downtown D.C. The $123 million project would add bus lanes to the center of K Street between 12th and 21st Street and improve the road's crosswalks. That is now being delayed, this whole redesign, for at least 1 year. And that delay now opens up the funding for other transportation projects, including a plan to make certain Metro bus routes run 24/7. If all goes well, these routes would make the 24/7 shift by the beginning of next year.
All right, your time right now, 8:08, and officials are considering options to handle more migrants coming into the district. One option is the Sherwood Recreation Center in Northeast. Buses dropped migrants off this past week outside the U.S. Naval Observatory, home of the vice president. That Northeast Rec Center has been used as a homeless shelter during the winter. Now, district leaders could be considering housing migrants there if necessary. Some neighbors say they're happy to help. Meanwhile, immigration groups are pushing for more federal and local funds to help the migrants.
We're in a position to host people and provide resources, but I hope other parts of the country can provide resources.
How do we get people into a system of protection and emergency shelter, but be able to then get them out on the other end so they can be independent and self-sustaining? We don't have that back end yet.
DC News Now reached out to Mayor Bowser and DC leaders for comment. We haven't gotten a response yet.
Well, you might remember back in December, we told you about the Metro Rail operator who was allegedly driving a passenger train intoxicated. Well, new this morning, we are learning he's been found not guilty in a Fairfax County courtroom. This happened on December 23rd of last year. The train operator stopped the train in the middle of the tracks for about half an hour outside of the Van Dorn station in the Alexandria area. That alarmed Metro's control center that something was going wrong. Now, when police got there, they suspected the operator was under the influence, so they gave him a breathalyzer test. His blood alcohol content was 0.018. In late April, he was found not guilty in traffic court. Meantime, Prince George's County Public Schools has filed a lawsuit against multiple social media platforms.
That's right. That includes the parent companies of Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube. Now, the nearly 200-page lawsuit accuses social media sites of creating a youth mental health crisis. The school system also says these sites prey on children who are more likely to become addicted to social media. The suit also says the sites expose children to strangers who might take advantage of them. PG County Schools is demanding the case go to trial.